devour an MP3 like it's part of the food chain and bounce the track out, then I call it the new wave. Bringing it back, it's a final revolution, like I'm living in the past. I don't need a resolution, knee deep in the crates. We're digging for gold, sounds from bygone eras. We listen to soul, no clean cuts here, it's the real and the raw. Bro, you don't know the culture if you think it's a flaw. Amplifying clicks, dust, the scratches and hisses. Lo-fi's deliberate, crunch is part of.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk RCW, where today we will be talking about RCW Booked by AI, which took place Saturday gone, March 28th at the PAV, Cork City. But before I get into that, I would really like to thank everyone that subscribed to the channel. Like I said to you in the queue, when we reach 100 subscribers, the first 100 subscribers will go into a draw and they will have a chance to win 2 free tickets on me. So get people to subscribe. We're at 47, maybe 48, nearly halfway there, people. So the quicker we get it, the quicker the draw will be made, and the quicker we could have 2 free tickets for the next show. So getting into RCW Booked by AI. It was a great show. First time any wrestling company has done something like this. Great to see RW taking the risk. Did the risk pay off? In my opinion, yes. In other people's opinion, maybe not. We're always going to have people that do not like this AI stuff. Totally understandable. So to start off, we would have had CPF taking on Terry Thatcher, Key Noonan, and Jay Stearns. CPF are a great tag team. Really hope we get to see more of them in RCW. But at one stage, it looked like the team of Terry Thatcher, Jay Stearns, and Keenan were actually going to win the titles. Terry Thatcher had one of the CPF members down for the count. Ref is about to count 3, and Jay Stearns comes in and ruins the pin for his own partner. That Jay Stearns, he's just he has to be in the spotlight. He has to make it all about him. CPF capitalized on this and got the win. We will now see those 3 men, Terry Thatcher, Key Noonan, and Jay Stearns, in the Rebel X match at the next pay-per-view, which I will get into later. But continuing on from Booked by AI, we then had Big Bad Dirty Nicky taking on an AI-generated opponent. I never thought it was going to be who it was. I will tell you all. Obviously, people on this will know. Some people won't. It was LJ Clary. My advice for anyone that has not seen LJ Clary is to get your head straight and make sure you get down to a show to see LJ before you sign to a big company. And then we're going to get very little time to see LJ when he hits a big company. I'm telling you, it's going to be very soon, so make sure you get to see LJ. So the match started as Big Bad Dirty Nicky versus LJ, and then AI got involved. Made the match into a tag team Royal Rumble match. Something I've never seen before, but that's AI feel. So we would have had Big Bad Dirty Nicky and LJ teaming against the Sam and Mr. Charlie. What a reaction for the Sam and Mr. Charlie. They're both loved so much in Cork. Unfortunately, though, they did not last long in the match. After eliminating both the Sam and Mr. Charlie, it went back to a one-on-one match, but changed into a submission match, where LJ took over, made Big Bad Dirty Nicky tap out in the ring to get the win. But like I said, if you haven't seen LJ before, make sure you get to the show to see LJ. We then had the Rebel X qualifying match, which we had Raven Creed taking on Butch Armstrong, taking on Ravy Davey, taking on James Blazer, Joe Blazer, and an AI-generated opponent, which turned out to be Andy Steele. Andy Steele took the mic before starting the match and got booed. And I mean got booed bad. There was no talking coming out. He wasn't able to open his mouth. Chance even started, the Raven's going to kill you while he was speaking. Great match. Some great moves inside that match. I really like Ravy Davey. Would like to see a lot more of him in RCW as well. But the winner of that match turned out to be Raven Creed. Raven had a promo after the match saying that it had been a while since he has held a title in Cork. And it has been a long time since Raven has held a title in Cork. She enters the match with Key Noonan, with Terry Thatcher, Jay Stein, and I'm thinking Haskins is going to be in that match. I'm not too sure about that yet. But I know that Haskins is meant to be on the show in May. So Raven's winning that match. Raven has to win that match. And the thing is, we need to see that RCW Rebel X title at all shows, and we haven't seen in the last 2-3 shows. If it goes to Raven, we know we're guaranteed to see it every show, and that's what we need. We need that title there at every show. So moving on from that, we would have had James Ellis taking on Michael May. I don't know how many times James Ellis tried to poke him in the eyes, and every time Michael May had a counter for it. Until unfortunately he didn't have a counter for it. Got poked in the eyes. He finished off in the ring 1, 2, 3. James Ellis was telling that he had big plans. He wanted the RCW title, and that he was coming for it. James Ellis is great talent, but he gets booed every time inside that building. It's so funny. Make sure you keep on booing James Ellis, please. After that, we would have had Rose Tinted Glasses taken on Francis Mercer and Robbie Mack. Robbie Mack and Francis Mercer got a great reaction. I will tell all of you that you need to start looking at the screen, the big screen, to know that the song is after changing. We'll all get it at the next show, don't worry. But they took on Rose Tinted Glasses. Rose Tinted Glasses won the match, still undefeated in RCW. Makes you think they're undefeated tag team, but there's no tag team titles there. There's trios. Can they find someone else? The only person I could think of who might be so much of those is Joe Blazer, which took part in the Red Black qualifying match. But they're going to need to find someone if they want to be holding gold in RCW. Unless three titles can be defended in a tag team match. I don't know. Maybe RCW manager could tell us that. So after that, actually, it was even before that. So I'm getting the matches mixed up a bit here now. We would have had Chris Connolly taking on Gallicini. Braden O'Connor was in Chris Connolly's side, and Katie Harvey was inside Gallicini's side. Gallicini gave all he could, but that Chris Connolly is a beast. He is a beast of a man. I can honestly see big things coming from Chris Connolly. I do think though that he doesn't need Strongstyle. And the reason why I doesn't think he needs Strongstyle is if we look at how Chris dominated that match against Gallicini, I think it was 3 or 4 power bombs he gave him, and they sounded bad in that ring. After defeating Gallicini, we then had Raven O'Connor taking on Katie Harvey, the queen of Irish wrestling. No surprise that Katie Harvey is beating Raven O'Connor. But the point I want to make is you have Raven O'Connor as the leader of Strongstyle. You have Chris Connolly, who won his match. You have Raven O'Connor, who didn't win his match. And now it means we're going to have to get Rio against Seshma. Which makes you think, if Rio wins this match, and Strongstyle win the trios title, like, is Rowden not the weak link of that team that he is meant to be the leader of? I think if Chris can leave Strongstyle, I could see him as a main event player. very, very soon I can see him as the main event there. I could also see him in great matches. A good match I'd love to see him in is Chris Conley against Dino. I haven't seen Dino in a while. We'd love to see Dino back RCW. So, also, if you look at like maybe Skyler, you have two Cork wrestlers not wrestling for Rebel County Wrestling. Hopefully, we get to see him back soon. We're going to move on to the main event because I think this deserves the most time here. CBL against Curra. Curra had the crowd eating out of his hands just from his entrance. And he's a big man. He is a big man and he's jacked. CBL came out to a great reaction. CBL had the crowd on his side, but he had 95% of the crowd on his side. You had a few people that wanting Kerr to win that match, and there's some spots in that match were amazing. I'm going to mention one here. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but Cole kicked CBL from the platform on the top of the bar. So I'm not talking about your drink goals. I'm talking up a higher level than that. So he kicked him off there and then jumped to the bottom end of the bar. It was great. For anyone that has not seen it, if you want to go follow Let's Talk RCW on Instagram, you can see that video. I recommend you see it. It was great stuff. Not a back and forward in that match. Ref bump. That's how we were able to get the spot from up on top and not get the boys not get counted out. CBL, though, when he gets backed into a corner, he's a whole different man. Because he's not a man. That is when he is the bull. He turns into the bull. He's backed into a corner. That's when he's the most dangerous. Came out flying out of that corner, hitting drop kicks, hitting clotheslines, big boots, and then finishing him off with Slam McGuire. What a name for a move. I love the name of that move, Slam McGuire. After the match, Curro got on the mic and he praised CBL and told us that we should be so happy he is representing us. And I'm just speaking for myself here. I am very, very happy to have CBL representing Rebel County Wrestling. Some people there be saying he's Longford, he's not from Cork. Do you know that is true? But it's like it is said in his intro. He is the Longford lad, but he is Cork's adopted son. And we have literally, if you go back to the first episode of RCW inside the PAV, his first match was actually taken on Reardon O'Connor. From then he was over with the RCW crowd. He then went on to face Raven Creed that same night in the final. And against Raven Creed to have a 50% crowd, 50 CBL, 50 Raven Creed. You know, that's when you know you're a star. Honestly, CBL is a star in RCW. I hope he holds on to the title for as long as he can. I'm going to say here that I'm going to say he is going to be Owen Richards' reign, which I believe is something like 440 something days, maybe longer. After the match had finished and after Curra had exited the ring, CBL got on the mic to talk to the RCW faithfuls, and out from nowhere came James Ellis, the man who earlier said he had his eyes on the RCW title. Came in and he hit CBL straight in the face with that title, laying him out in the ring. So it makes you think we are going getting James Ellis against CBL at the next show, which I believe is going to be called Super X, which will take place on 17th of May, as always at the PAV. I believe it's start time, early start time again. I think it's 5:30 doors open. Show starts at 6:30 maybe. follow RCW on Instagram to get all the news from them. I would also like to put out there that if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Wrestle Slam podcast on YouTube. These lads have some of the best knowledge of WWE news, TNA news, AEW news, OTT news, RCW news, Irish wrestling news. Great bunch of lads. They got me into doing this. So I'm always grateful and will always shout them out in a video when I get the chance. Also, make sure you follow their Instagram. That's where you can get some big interviews from stars from RCW, which is also something I am hoping to do soon. So I'm hoping that if anyone, maybe from the RCW management, is watching this, might get on to me on Instagram maybe and send me a message. Just want to do a few interviews. Just want to do a few interviews maybe before the show or even after the show. Maybe preferably before, because I know they're always in a rush and want to go home and aren't able for interviews. So yeah, if anyone from RCW management might be able to get on to me, it'd be great. If anyone maybe even show this to RCW management, and just that's all I want to do, a few interviews before the show. So James Ellis will be taking on CBL. We will also have that Rebel X match. That's all that I believe has been announced so far. Tickets are on sale now. Make sure you get your tickets early. I know a few people who wanted to go to that show couldn't. So I'm going to leave it there. But before I do, I would also like to hear back from you guys about who you would like to see on the show. I can't guarantee that I can get everyone who you want from RCW, but I guarantee that I will try to get them. I'm going thinking maybe for the next one, or maybe before the show on the 17th of May. I think that I'm looking at either trying to get CPF or trying to get Strong Style. So I would like to hear your guys' opinion on who you think it should be. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to say, make sure you leave this video a like, share it out to people. Give us a subscribe. If there's one of the first 100 people, they could be winning tickets to go see the RCW show for free. Those tickets are on me. They're not anything given out by RCW. They will be coming out of my money for that. I want to show people that this isn't just a fella anymore just recording on a phone. We have upgraded so much just to do this. So I would like you to see grow with me. Like Wrestle Slam have helped me grow a lot. I've been on Wrestle Slam maybe 3-4 times now. Hopefully we'll get to do more with them. But I'm going to stop blabbering on now and leave you people to go. So just make sure you like and subscribe, people. And thank you very much for the support. Honestly, it means a lot. Honestly, it does. Thank you so much. And anyone in RCW management can get on to us. You hit us up on the Let's Talk RCW page on Instagram. Right, folks. Thank you very much.